What is up, Weiss guys and gals? Today is your week 8 recap. Thank you so much for everyone who is here and any new visitors, welcome. My name is Zach. And yeah, 2 weeks ago was amazing. I was able to land a huge client, a big broker right next to where I live. And on top of that, I recorded the whole live close. It's coming up, it's gonna bang, it's gonna be great. But within the first week, this was the week where I test drove the lead gen system. And in the first week, I'm proud to say that the house that I'm advertising for got multiple offers. So it's been great, and I'm about to start the retargeting phase for my second client. My first client, his website, you'll see later, is almost done. It's been a fantastic week, and on top of that, I'm also juggling a full-time job, just so you have in the back of your mind. And I also started a mentorship with Adam, and you'll see it later. Starting tomorrow, actually, from today, Sunday, and I'm gonna start nailing down fulfillment and then working on that side. So yeah, it's been a fantastic week. Things are really escalating, accelerating at a very fast pace. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy this recap, and if you like it, like, comment, subscribe, smash the notification bell, and let's do this together. Peace out. So Weiss guys and gals, it's currently Monday, it's President's Day, and it's so beautiful outside, it's snowing. I just wanted to make this video because I'm headed to the ATM to take out some money for charity. And I wanted to make this point because last month I didn't give enough. And what I did was it was a little unconventional, but I actually pulled some money out of my investments, out of the market, stock market, in order to do this because I was saving way too aggressively. So I did not have the abundance to give charity, and charity is a muscle that I need to be working on every single day. And I wanted you to understand like how important that is to me as a value, and I think that should be important to you too, because as we climb the social and financial ranks, it's important to stay humble. Hope this helps. There's a quote or a saying where to judge a man's character, you judge a man by how he treats someone who is lower than him. So assuming, let's say you're a millionaire, the way you would treat a homeless person or someone who has a lower social status than you, that's a good way to judge someone's character. And I always really value, and I love to keep people around in my life who treat everyone very well, no matter where they are, no matter how much money they have, no matter how respected they are, no matter how healthy they are, because we're all human beings, we're all living in the same world, and it's important that we all love and respect each other. And I see people treating other people like crap every day, and it just really hurts me. And I hope that you guys really start to value the relationships in your life, because that's what life is all about at the end of the day. It does not matter how much money you have, it's about relationships. And if you think of money as a tool to just build certain relationships, it also changes your mindset. And yeah, I hope this helps. I wanted to say this morning I finally outsourced my Kajabi work, and honestly such a load off my back. I'm a beginner in it, and I really wanted him to have really great quality work when it comes to moving his website over. And on top of that, my job as an entrepreneur is client acquisition and fulfillment, just making sure I am bringing money into the company. Cash flow is king, right? So I was wasting tons and tons of energy moving videos over and doing all this grunt work when I'm not the expert. And so I decided to do the whole trading money for time, and I'm paying someone on Upwork who is a professional to do this for me for a few $100s. And that is what you guys need to do when you start seeing, ask this question in my letter every single morning, only focus on IPAs. Is this activity generating me money? If the answer is no, then outsource that crap. And honestly, there are people for every job. Focus on sales. And I hope this helps you guys, and I will let you know all the updates. It is Wednesday, and what the fuck? What up, Weiss guys and gals? It's Tuesday, and the reason I'm recording this is because a client of mine is coming over. She is my third. Her name is Mary. You will see the close coming soon.
Almost 100%. 100% of what?
But I'm making this because I have I signed her up for the $1,500 a month retainer, but she has lots and lots and lots of custom needs, and they're all needs that I could fulfill, but they're very time consuming. So I am going to make an attempt to raise my retainer to $5K a month, and I'm going to try to get it on camera for you guys. Either way, I'm going to let you know what happened, and I think she's going to do it because, quite frankly, the amount of work she's having me do is almost akin to a job, and this is a very normal ask because time is valuable, and I'm not in a place of desperation or need. I'm in no rush to get clients because I do have a full-time job that is paying me very well. So always, when you're negotiating, always be on the side where you need it less. And if she says no, fantastic. I just won't do all that extra stuff. I just wanted to say sorry in advance for all the content kind of being out of order for the first 7 weeks. And the reason is because for all those who didn't see my last video, my YouTube channel got deleted, and I'm uploading it as fast as I can. Basically, as fast as I find the content, I am re-uploading it for you. And yeah, it's a little out of order, but after I get all these up, there's about 15 videos. Then you're gonna start seeing consistency again with the number scheme. So thank you so much in advance. Guys, you won't believe it. What is it, 8 weeks? It's been 8 weeks, been 2 months, and I just signed a client for $5,000 a month, in addition to my other clients. I might be quitting my job a lot sooner than I thought, but I never let you down, and I recorded the entire thing. It actually took 3 meetings, but I have footage for 2. So if you like this, please like, comment, and smash that notification bell, subscribe, because there's only more awesomeness to come. Enjoy. What I realized last night, and the reason I was able to really land that deal, was because I do have a lot of skills that I personally developed in my life, and I'm sure you guys have some skills too. And if you really think about it, and you write on a piece of paper all the skills you have, and you think of consulting in terms of problem solving, and if you really like solving problems like I do, I've been a huge problem solver. I love puzzles my whole life, and and what's great about consulting is you're not doing the same thing every single day, unless you want to. If you think in terms of problem solving, then you can add that to the table. Like last night, I have IT experience. Add that to the table. And a lot of these things you could still outsource, right? Like all the advertising for sure. So think about that. I am still staying in real estate. I'm only working with brokers and agents, potentially lenders in the future. But, really think about what can you bring to the table, and then that can all be in your value proposition for your client to land these bigger deals. I just wanted to really just make this extra video because something incredible just happened. So I was getting really overwhelmed from the Kajabi transfer for my first client. So I decided to take a little bit out of my budget and trade money for time and hire someone on Upwork to do it for a couple $100s, and he had a really high rate. And quite frankly, I was still very scared because you don't know what the quality is going to be, and I didn't want everything to fail, but I trusted this guy. I paid him, and I always felt like, if you pay him more for good results because this guy had good reviews, then everything will be fine. And I talked to my first client this morning, and I was very transparent with him, and I was honest, you're my first client, and I really wanted to give you some really baller results. I've never played with Kajabi before, and honestly, I didn't really feel confident that I would be able to perform, so instead I hired an expert to do it for you. Out of my own budget, don't worry. And then this guy, he literally just made the best website I've ever seen. It's a carbon copy on Kajabi from WordPress. And I'm just blown away. And he saw the quality there. And then, long story short, he decided, man, I don't mind if you learn on my dime, but just be honest about it. So he's actually paying for the outsourcing because I was transparent, because I was honest. He's paying for the whole job. So I'm getting the whole retainer still. And that's just the power of sincerity, integrity, and honesty. And if you're honest and you care about you and you show that you care about your clients, they're gonna treat you like family and they're gonna care about you too. So always go into business with a smile, always go into business being honest. Okay, hope this helps. I'm gonna share something a little bit personal with you guys just to let you know a little bit more about my history. Probably I'll come up with like a whole thing at the end of the day, but when I was 9 years old, my father passed away, and it was really devastating to me, but more so for my mom. She was madly in love with him, and when he passed away, my mom was more of like a homemaker, a housewife, and she was trained from that. That's how people were trained. She was born in the 50s, and that's just how the way of life was back then for most women. And we didn't have any money. Like, we were completely broke. I was 9 years old, and I had saved up, like using quarters and like dollars. Like, I was scrambling together from everything. I had about $2,000 saved up to my name, but that was just because I was, living very frugally when I was a kid. I just knew that I needed eventually. But when my father passed away, we were flat broke, and we had no money. So what we ended up doing was we ended up burying my father without a tombstone. And every time we went to the cemetery, because we couldn't afford it, tombstones are like $5,000 each. We went to the cemetery, and we always had to like put stones in one place because we kept on getting lost amongst everyone else, because we didn't even have enough money for such a basic thing. We didn't have friends or family that could help. And the reason I mention this now is because I just got a message from my mom that a member of their family, this is 2006, so 13 years ago, no, 2005, 14 years ago, they're finally putting a tombstone at his grave. And wow, that is huge. And I mean, until this day, you couldn't, like, you would get lost looking for it. And it's just showing that, like, this, yeah, money doesn't solve your problems, but money would have allowed us to do something basic, like, getting a tombstone. And I'm just so grateful that we get to close that door, even though it's been open for 14 years at this point. And I just want to express my gratitude to you guys. Like, that is really something that's really personal to me. And I want to build a family and a relationship with all of you guys. I want to be super transparent. And I'm not wealthy, like, I worked my ass off to get here, and my whole life has been a rocky road of a life. And I never lived in one place my whole life with a family. I had just my mom and me, and we were always moving every 2 years max. I went to 2 high schools. And yeah, like, as my business grows and as everything happens, as I gain more subscribers and more people seeing me, I just want to, like, put myself out there and be honest. Like, thank you guys so much for everything, because this is life-changing. This means so much to me, because I want to help the world one day in a big way. But the fact that, that happened today with the tombstone, I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope you can relate. So I hope you never have to relate, but I hope that, as far as the idea of, like, understanding that money is a tool for more than just buying shiny toys like Lamborghinis. I mean, think about it. So what ended up happening with that $2,000 that I saved up is that was the money that we needed to use in order to move westward to Los Angeles, because that's where my sister was. So driving, gas, staying at motels, honestly, like, that's not a lot of money even to do that. But we had to use up every penny that I had because we were broke and there was no life insurance policy for my father. So yeah, that happened. And you just have to, like, understand, like, I'm not the only one who has stories like this. I'm sure some of you also. do. And, you know, I want to leave this as a place that's not just for building a business, but it's building a community of friends, people who are here for each other, people who want to help each other reach their potential. And success isn't always measured monetarily, but it's measured in pursuing your dreams and self-actualizing to the point where you are so happy living in the moment, because so many people are just looking at what everyone else has and what they don't have. And you know, I never had a father, but that's why I want to be a really good father one day. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to tear up on my channel, but that's why I'm doing this, by the way, for my kids. Here's a little update for you guys. I know I told you that I didn't close Sam, but the truth is, I texted him after my first 2 brokers and said, hey, just wanted to let you know they're seeing some results. Just thought you should know. And from that, we started talking and conversing, and he is on his way to see me right now to talk and discuss his needs. And he has a problem to present me if I have a solution. That is consulting, and that is a deal. So I will let you know what happens. Stay tuned. So I just found out that the contract software I was trying to use, PandaDoc, sent the wrong contract to my client. And while I'm pretty sure that you know, in my situation, that's fine. Oh my God, that can screw things up so badly for you. Really master your contracting, master like payments, you know, really know those things, because you gotta be really careful when it comes to these things legally, as well as that second thought people have when they're not really signed with you yet, that can screw up deals. So, you know, try to be very, very diligent when you're doing business transactions. Guys, I just need to show you this amazing work. So I decided to use the principle of outsourcing. I used Upwork right away versus versus doing it like down the line when I was getting busy, because I realized as an entrepreneur, it is my job to build my business and not be in my business, or else it's another job. And look what happened when I decided to hire someone who was professional in Kajabi. This is the WordPress. This is the old website. You ready? Okay, I'm gonna give you a little walkthrough. I'm not gonna show you too many pages because you'll get the point. But this is what the guy I hired did. The only thing that's different is the carousel, and he's working on it right now. Check this out. It's so amazing. I have to show you this. Okay, so the facts page, this is all custom code. Okay, so this is a Kajabi feature. Whether or not this is good UI, that's a different question. Like the step 1 was to move it to Kajabi. Watch this. This guy is so talented. And I decided, he had a higher hourly rate on Upwork, but I realized another mentor taught me, you want to pay good price for good service, because this is going to enable me to keep my client happy, so happy. In fact, he's excited to move off the old software. And that's just a lesson learned. Leave it to the experts, right? Your job as an entrepreneur is to be the customer service, as well as building your business, client acquisition, and client fulfillment. Is this activity generating me money? If the answer is no, hire someone who's better than you to do it. All right? Hope you learned something today. I just wanted to get you a little insight on how I think, okay? When I feel the most alive, the most happy, the most energetic, it's only in times of fear, anxiety, and nervousness. When there's an encounter, whether it's a live close or talking to an attractive woman or something along those lines, I always get nervous, even though I'm confident. But that's when I smile and tell myself, I'm alive right now. This is life. This is why I'm here. This is the journey. These are the moments when you can make or break who you are in the future, to build on yourself. I read to myself every single day, okay? The quote is, the best thing you can do in a decision is make the correct decision. The second best thing you can do is make the wrong decision, but the worst thing you can do is nothing. And I promise you, those are the moments of regret in your life. If you look at every time you get nervous and you're mindful of that, you are nervous, it's okay. But then you take action. Even if you fuck up, even if you mess up, even if you get rejected, even if someone says no or objections, it's a part of the journey. That is the key to life. Understand that you're going to get there. You're going to hit all your goals one day. But that doesn't matter, because when you hit your goals, your mind immediately thinks after a couple of days at max, what's next? The goals are great, but they're more inspiration, but you have to appreciate the journey every single day. These are the memories you're going to have. Hey guys, what's up? So just a brief update. I said in a previous clip that I was really grateful because someone was going to take care of the tombstone for my father, and that was honestly such an amazing day. It was my father's family, but unfortunately the woman who was going to take care of it, she has cancer, and she decided to use the funds for herself. So I can't really get mad at her, because like she has every right to do so, but it was also a huge bummer. And I realized, I thought we were talking like $5,000 for a tombstone. But then I asked my mom, I was like, how much for the tombstone? And then she said, it's $1,500. And for her, that's so much money. She has barely any money to her name. But for me, that's something I can do. And a light bulb popped into my head. Finally, oh my God. In an instant, I said, oh my God, Mom, I'm taking care of it. And it's such an honor that I can be the one to take care of it. And I'm really trying hard not to cry on camera, but that's what money can do. That's the power of money. What makes me happy is using money for a purpose, and start to think about how you can use it as a tool in your life to do good, to help people, to pay respects. That's what keeps me going. That's why I'm doing this. And for me, it's supporting my children. I kind of alluded that. I want to give them the best life they can ever have. And hopefully you can come up with reasons for yourself that are very genuine and not superficial and self-focused, but community-focused and family-focused. All right, here's a brief update. So much. So for Mary, I am doing a lot of work for her. I'm gonna be doing database unification, because she has like data streams coming in from all over the place, which is more of like an IT kind of software engineering kind of thing. Then on top of that, I'm gonna be doing advertising for her and social media management. So I'm gonna have to hire a manager. So that's gonna be fun. And another thing in the mentorship thing. So I'm actually not gonna be working with Jason right now. I talked to him. Instead, I'm gonna be working with a guy named Adam, who used to work very closely with Jason. And he has his own consulting agency, a digital marketing agency. And he's gonna mentor me to nail down fulfillment, because that's really my focus right now is nailing down results, fulfillment, things like that. And then when I have fulfillment nailed down, then I'm gonna transfer over to Jason for scaling my business up. So stay tuned, things are getting really exciting, fast paced. And just to be very transparent, if I keep my job, these 3 clients, I hit my goal for the year. My goal, what I read to myself every single day, is that I wanted to make $100,000 in net profit in addition to my salary at Carbon Black, which is $90,000. I'll be very transparent. And I'm at 180K right now. First year out of college. So a part of me is just saying, let's juggle for the rest of the year. Take it easy, just keep the jobs and just continue fulfillment. And I'm on no rush, guys. This isn't a get rich quick channel, but if you stick around, you're gonna see some rags to riches action. But I'm here for you guys too. Life is just getting super busy. Like, I don't go a second without a text message or a phone call or a Slack message. My social life is completely buried, but You know, it's totally worth it for you guys. So yeah, that was my week 8. I managed to double my salary in a month and a half. And less than a month and a half, actually. And you guys can do it too. And stay along for the ride, for the journey. And I'm here to grow with you guys. So please, please, please just stay, tell your friends, tell your family. Let's all win together, because I'm not one of those YouTubers who's all in for himself, all his, for his own self-interest. I'm happiest when you guys are also happy. So as much time as I can give you guys, I'm getting super busy, I'll be honest, but as much time as I can give you, I will.